The guy next to you on the track has done things that will never be in a newspaper. You have too.
Yo, it's so much shit that we aren't privy to, bro. Like shit, the Venezuela leader, he could have got taken like a year ago. And we just now finding out. Like the war, the shit with Iran, that shit could have happened like a few months ago. We just finding out. What it's like to be in every elite U.S. Special Ops unit by Sergeant Mike. This one I had sitting in the vault for a minute. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting, you feel me? It's crazy too, cause like when I was younger, I definitely used to say that I wanted to join the military. I think the first thing I said was I wanted to be in the National Guard. Then I eventually said I wanted to be in the Air Force. Then I said the FBI. So like it was always like different shit. But now I'm cool. I ain't doing none of that shit. I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. For this country right now, I'm not doing any type of fighting for this shit. Maybe if shit get better and we doing the right shit, maybe. But like now, nah, fuck that. And if there's a draft, they better hope they ain't getting me, cause I ain't hit the be out of that joint, you feel me? That being said though, getting right into this shit, you feel me?
Delta Force. Nobody knows you're in Delta Force. That's the first thing you learn. Not your neighbors, not your extended family, not the people you grew up with. You have a cover story and you've told it so many times, it almost feels true. You were selected out of the Army, maybe Rangers, maybe Special Forces, maybe something else. It doesn't matter now. What matters is that you survived a selection process so classified that the Army officially denies the unit exists, while simultaneously cutting them a budget that would make a small country nervous.
Damn.
Your day starts at 0500 hours. You run, not because someone told you to, because stopping means falling behind, and nobody in this building falls behind. The guy next to you on the track has done things that will never be in a newspaper. You have too.
No, that just made me think about, it was the this one boy. It was at a comedy club. They was talking about conspiracy theories or something. But the shawty had asked him like what was his, and he was talking about how he was in the military or whatever. Like he was in Iraq or Afghanistan, and he had did an operation like a few years back, and then a few years later he seen it on the news and it was saying that it was live or whatever. And then he had to ask the boy like, yo, this like live, like right now? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yo, this couldn't be, because I was there when that happened. Like that shit not live. Like that shit been happen, bro. And I just be thinking about that. Like, yo, it's so much shit that we aren't privy to, bro. Like shit, the Venezuela leader, he could have got taken like a year ago and we just now finding out. Like the war, the shit with Iran, that shit could have happened like a few months ago. We just finding out. Like that shit crazy, bro. It's crazy how they be controlling shit.
Specializes in one thing: direct action at the highest level. Hostage rescue, high-value target raids, the kind of missions where failure isn't an option because failure means someone important dies and a senator has to explain it on television. You work in a 4 to 6 man team. No ranks get used in the building. You call everyone by their first name or their call sign. The culture is flat, quiet, and extremely good at violence. Your kit is the best in the world, weapons that haven't been issued to anyone else yet, night vision that turns darkness into green daylight. You've trained so long with all of it that gear stops being gear. It's just part of your body. The mission brief comes through. Location classified, target classified, timeline 36 hours. Tonight it's a hostage rescue inside a fortified compound. 2 floors, unknown number of armed men. You breach fast, clear room by room, and reach the target in under 4 minutes.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like with the amount of games out, bro, if we was to get drafted, like, for those who really do want to go, or those who do want to go to the military or whatever, like, in a way, they gotta be, like, training us for that shit, gang. Because they even got the game, we was talking about that shit, is it Ready, Set, Go, I think? Whereas, like, you infiltrate the building and shit. Oh, Ready or Not. That's what it's called, Ready or Not. But yeah, that, like, they gotta be training us for that shit, gang. Like, subtly, like the little subliminal shit.
Nobody outside that building will...
I mean, in any case, I feel like I'd be confident in clearing that shit. I feel like I'd be on point with it. Like, stop playing. Should I be posting with my little trips to the range? I be on point with that shit, you feel me? Stop
ever
playing.
Know how close it came to going wrong. You don't ask questions you don't need the answers to. You study the target package, run the rehearsal, check your gear. Your team moves through the building like it's routine. Because for you, it is. Nobody will ever know what you did. That's the job. 75th Ranger Regiment. You're a ranger, which means you are the Army's
heard
go-to
about the
force for
Rangers.
one specific thing: large-scale raids at 3 in the morning.
Damn.
You show up fast, hit hard, and leave before the
Damn.
sun comes up. Simple concept, violent execution.
So those was the niggas we went to Venezuela. Got you.
Every ranger passed the same 62-day ranger school, spread across Georgia, the mountains, and the Florida swamps. You did it on 4 hours of sleep a night and about 1,500 calories a day. By week 3, you were hallucinating. By week 5, you stopped caring. You finished because you weren't going to be the one who didn't. There are roughly 3,500 rangers spread across 5 battalions. You deploy more than almost anyone else in special operations.
Damn.
Not months at a time, rotations. Back home, back out. Your duffel bag is always half-packed. Tonight the mission is an airfield seizure. You've done this in training so many times your hands know the movements before your brain catches up. Plane, static line, door, jump. You hit the ground, you move. The objective is 800 meters. You cover it fast. The airfield belongs to you in under 12 minutes. By the time conventional forces land behind you, the hard part is already done. That's the deal. Rangers
Not
take
the
the door,
Minecraft.
everyone else walks through it. Your battalion sergeant major has a saying he repeats so often, it stopped being a saying and became a fact. Rangers lead the way. He's not being poetic. U.S. Army Special Forces,
Damn.
Green Berets. You've been in this village for 47 days.
Wait, I never knew that was the special forces. I heard about the Green Berets. I always thought that was some shit in like the UK or whatever. The people. No, I'm tripping. That's MI6. That's MI6. I'm
Speak the
tripping.
language well enough to sit with the elder, drink the tea, and figure out who's actually trustworthy. This is what Green Berets do. The core mission isn't raids, it's unconventional warfare. You build things, relationships, networks, entire fighting forces out of nothing. Unconventional warfare, the mission since 1952. Tonight your partner force is conducting its first independent raid. You're in the background, advising, watching them clear rooms you trained them to clear. You only step in once, a quiet correction over the radio, and then it's their operation again. You operate in a 12-man ODA, every man cross-trained in at least 2 specialties: weapons, comms, engineering, medicine. Your medic can do surgery in a hut with no power. Your comms guy can reach headquarters from the middle of nowhere with gear he built himself. You've lived in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and places your team never names. You wear
Damn.
local clothes, eat local food, grow the beard. You don't just visit, you become part of the country.
So they basically like the spies or the sleeper agents or whatever. Say that, bro. I'm convinced it gotta be other countries with shit like that. Like not even just Russia, cause we always be hearing about the Russian sleeper cells and all that. Like, bro, imagine if it's just like a Indian nigga. Like we just got the Indian nigga over there at the smoke shop. He's sitting there selling the carts and all that. One day he pop out, he ready to get the firing on the nigga for the his country. He said, "Y'all keep talking about my shit stinks." Say that.
For a while. Your 12-man
Never know.
element just shifted the military balance of an entire province. Nobody back home will ever read about it. It'll show up years later as a single footnote in a Washington think tank report. Freedom, it turns out, is a very slow and complicated project. 160th Special Operations
Nah, I ain't gonna lie,
Aviation
them
Regiment.
niggas look hard. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I pop out, this what I'm gonna be wearing. I'm gonna had a ghost mask on and some shit, looking like this, mad intimidating. Not gonna lie.
Night Stalkers. You can't land where you're going. There's no landing zone. There's a rooftop that's 40 feet wide, surrounded by power lines, in a city that doesn't know you're coming.
The fuck?
You land on it anyway. You're a Night Stalker, the 160th SOAR, the helicopter pilots and crews that insert and extract everyone else on this list. Delta, DevCrew, Rangers. None of them get in or out without you.
Oh.
You are the reason the mission happens. You are also the last person who gets credit for it. You fly MH-60 Blackhawks, MH-47 Chinooks, and AH-6 Little Birds. You fly at night at low altitude, in weather that grounds commercial aviation. You wear 4-tube night vision goggles that give you depth perception in complete darkness. The margin for error on your approaches is measured in feet. The mission tonight is an infill for a Delta package. You're flying into a valley in total blackout. No lights, no radio chatter. The
That's
rotors
crazy.
are baffled. Quieter than a standard Blackhawk, but not quiet enough that you're not nervous. You put them on the X, exactly where they need to be, exactly on time. Then you pull back out into the dark and hold at altitude, waiting, because when they call for extract, you need to already be close. Night Stalkers don't quit. It's the motto. It's also just a description of what happens. ΔEVGRU, SEAL Team 6. ΔEVGRU is the Naval Special Warfare Development Group, formerly SEAL Team 6, the unit that ran Neptune Spear, the operation that killed Osama bin Laden in May 2011, making them simultaneously the most famous special operations unit on the planet, while still operation in deep shadow. It's a strange combination. You were selected out of the regular SEAL teams after at least 3 years of deployments. The screening is brutal in a specific way, not just physically, but technically. They want to know how you think under pressure, what decisions you make when everything is wrong and time is up. You operate in small assault teams.
So they basically want them people that's quick on their feet type shit. They resourceful. They ain't gonna sit there and start bitching when shit gets serious for real. I respect that.
8 to 16 operators. You specialize in direct action, hostage rescue, and precision raids. Your kit is a generation ahead of anything in the regular military. Some of the weapons you train with don't have a public designation yet. Tonight's mission is a maritime hostage rescue. You practice this evolution more than you can count. Fast rope from a helicopter onto a moving vessel, clear multiple decks, locate the hostages, neutralize the threat, extract. You've run this scenario 400 times in training. Tonight is the 401st. The difference is that this one is real. You don't think about that. You think about the door in front of you.
I ain't gonna lie, I be wondering, how many people you think be dying in these joints, bro? Cause like the way they be training them, is no way every operation go just perfectly, like, just smooth, gang. Like, and then they be working in such small teams. So if one person died, that could be the wrong person, like your medic or whoever the fuck. Y'all low-key might be fucked. Like, anything can, I don't know. Maybe that's why they put them through so much training and shit, to make sure that shit don't happen. But I'm just thinking, like, damn, like on average, how many of them people be dying from this shit? That's wild.
Then the door opens. U.S. Navy SEAL teams. The water is 58 degrees and it's 3 in the morning. You've been in it for 22 minutes. Your hands are not fully working. That's fine. You don't need your hands for this part. You need your fins. You're a SEAL. Not ΔEVGRU, not Team 6, a regular SEAL team, which means you are still among the most capable special operations forces on Earth. BUDS took 6 months. Hell Week alone was 5.5 days of continuous evolution. No sleep, cold water, sand and everything. Instructors who seem to be having a great time. 25% of your class made it through. You were one of them, and you are still not sure how. You deploy as part of a platoon, often operating in smaller squads. You conduct underwater demolition, reconnaissance on beaches before a marine landing, direct action raids from the sea, from the air, from the surf. The acronym was chosen carefully: Sea, Air, Land. You operate in all three. The target tonight is a coastal facility. You've been underwater for 40 minutes. The rebreather on your back makes no bubbles, nothing that floats to the surface, nothing that gives you away. You surface 10 meters from the dock. You wait, you listen. Then you move. Nobody is going to write a book about tonight, no movie. Just the water, the dark, and the mission. That's enough. 24th Special Tactics Squadron. You jumped out of the aircraft first. That's always how it works. You land in hostile territory before anyone else, in the dark, with a radio and a laser, and the job of turning a patch of dirt into a functional airfield. You're a combat controller with the 24th Special Tactics Squadron, the Air Force's most decorated special operations unit. You are FAA certified air traffic control. You are also a special operations ground combatant. Both of those things are true at the same time, and yes, it's a strange combination.
I ain't gonna lie, I always be hearing the other branches shit on the Air Force, cuz they be telling them the niggas that don't be doing shit. Like, I don't know, gotta look the way these niggas be moving, it seem like they be doing shit. I don't know.
Your job is to make the air-ground connection work when everything is trying to make it fail. You carry a 90-pound rock. Inside it, radios, lasers, batteries, and enough medical supplies to keep someone alive until the helicopter you called gets there. Right now, you're embedded with an Army Ranger element. They're taking fire from a tree line 300 meters north. You get on the radio. You're talking to a fast mover at 25,000 feet. giving coordinates, wind, elevation.
Yeah, he did say that. So they the ones that be with the Rangers and all. Yeah, so there's no reason for them niggas to be talking shit like that, bruh.
Talking him onto a target you're painting with a laser that's invisible to everyone except his targeting pod. 9 seconds later, the tree line is gone. The Rangers keep moving. Nobody asks how you did it. Nobody needs to. That's why you're here. The 24th has been in Afghanistan, Iraq, Somalia, Syria. Wherever the Air Force needs to reach the ground and the ground needs to reach the sky, the 24th is the connection. They're the quiet link that makes every other unit on this list work better. Marine Raiders, MARSOC. You're a Marine Raider. MARSOC, Marine Corps Forces Special Operations Command, was activated on February 24th.
I was about to say, everybody know about the Marines already. Them niggas don't play. Shit, they got a unit like this, then them niggas probably the deadliest shit we got, not gonna lie.
2006. You made it through the assessment and selection course, 3 weeks designed specifically to find out if you'll quit. Most people quit. You didn't, but there were 2 days in week 2 where you understood why they do. You deploy in 14-man teams called Critical Skills Operator Detachments. You specialize in foreign internal defense, special reconnaissance, and direct action. You've been to the Philippines, Somalia, Syria, and Mali. The Marine Corps doesn't confirm most of it. You don't bring it up. Your team has been working with a partner force for 6 months, training them, building them up, teaching them how to fight the problem in their own backyard. Today, they're running the mission. You're in the back advising. You watch through night vision as they execute a coordinated assault on a compound you helped plan. When it's over, they secure their own perimeter. You didn't lead it, that's the point. They execute it almost perfectly. You make a note of the one thing they got wrong. You'll fix it tomorrow. The Raiders trace their name back to World War II, Marines who conducted guerrilla warfare across the Pacific. The modern version has night vision and encrypted comms. The instinct is the same. Get in, break things, leave the place better defended than you found it. Intelligence support activity. Task Force Orange.
Okay.
You don't look like a soldier. That's the point. You've been in this city for 6 weeks. You have a cover identity, a local phone, and a rented apartment above a bakery. You know which coffee shop the target uses on Tuesday mornings, which route he drives, which guard changes at which time. You are ISA, the Intelligence Support Activity, also called Task Force Orange. ISA was created in 1981 after Iran, after the military realized it kept launching special operations missions without adequate intelligence and kept paying for it.
Now, I be wondering how they be coming up with these names, bro. Task Force Orange. Why ain't Task Force Red? Like, leave some shit bloody, you feel me? Why ain't Task Force Green? We good to go, you feel me? Task Force, I don't know, Black. We need to black this shit out real fast. Take this shit off the map. This shit don't exist no more, you feel me? I don't know. I feel like they probably got like a whole guy that be coming up with the names and shit. I want to know his logic. Let me pick his brain for a bit.
You work in 2 to 4 man teams, months ahead of the shooters. You map the pattern of life, find every weakness, and hand it off clean. You will never meet the men who use your intel. You will never know exactly what they did with it. Your war doesn't look like war. It looks like one guy drinking coffee across the street, reading a newspaper, watching. But somewhere downstream, a Delta team, a Ranger platoon, a DevGru assault element, someone is about to walk into a building knowing exactly what's behind every door. That's because of you. The target just arrived. You pick up your phone. Time to go to work.
Damn, I ain't get an outro or nothing. Shit, W video though. Damn, nigga ain't say thanks for watching, none of that. Nigga said it's time to go to work. Deuces. On W video though, plain and simple. I like that.
Fold, get them going, coughing up the slugs. Niggas for money, don't steal, it's not enough.